Hello, friends. My name is Kristen, and very quickly, I would love to share a disclaimer with you that making videos is really hard for me. And I feel like I'm not good at it, and I tend to get a little awkward here. Um, yeah, so bear with me. I don't do well with seeing myself on a screen. I guess I could hide myself. Anyway, I'm just going to push through. So, this is out of my comfort zone. And I do love being with real live humans. And so, this is very different for me. Yet, I wanted to provide these videos for people who I work with, particularly the ones that I work with in the facilities where I only am with people for a certain amount of time and then they go back home, whether they're in recovery or they're on a vacation at some of the places that I work. And then they leave and they go back home and they still want access to uh, these the teachings that I have to share. So um, that is my that's why I choose to do this. And so you were probably one of those people if you're watching this. And so thank you for tuning in and connecting with me this way. Okay. So you don't have to be an experienced meditator to do this meditation. This can be you can be a total beginner. This could be your first time if that's the case. This could be um, you know your 10th time, whatever. Like it doesn't matter, experienced or not. Is the point. See, awkward. I'm telling you. So, um, get yourself comfortable. Comfortable. I can't even talk. Get yourself comfortable. Right. So for me, I'm on the ground, just in like a cross-legged position with my cushion here. A chair, sitting in a chair is perfectly fine. Just put your feet flat on the ground if that's what you're doing. Laying down is also fine. So uh, this meditation is for getting unstuck. So I don't know about you, but there's some days where I wake up, I kind of start my day, and I just feel off. I'm just not in the flow. I'm not super connected with life or what's going on around me. And the best word I can put to that is like just this feeling of stuckness, a little bit of heaviness, feeling a little slow. And I get this question a lot too. Not only do I experience this at times, but I have people ask me, I'm just feeling off. I'm feeling a little stuck. What can I do? So for me, going into a meditative state, into just basically just kind of pausing, pressing pause on what you're doing and what you're thinking and slowing everything down can really support in at least not fighting against that feeling, right? Because it's oftentimes when we're in conflict, like, I don't want to feel this way, yet I'm feeling this way, or how come I'm not feeling better, or I just want to feel good, so there's a form of an internal conflict going on. So starting off by just having some deep acceptance of where you're at, where we're at in the moment is a great place to start. Um, so get yourself comfortable and you can close your eyes if that feels okay to you. And just begin with a couple of nice deep breaths. You don't need to put a lot of effort into breathing real deeply. You want these to be deep but easy breaths. And just bringing that breath all the way down to the base of your belly. So when you inhale, feeling the base of your belly expand, the lower part of your belly expanding while you bring that oxygen in. And then on the breath out, you feel the belly go in, a little contraction there, just slightly as you breathe out. And I personally like to place my hand there just under my belly button, just to kind of feel and really connect with the breath. So that breath comes in, you feel the expansion, and then that breath moves out, and the belly goes in. Full breaths. They call these belly breaths. You can see why. And then if you have your hand on your belly, just let your hand drop into a comfortable position now. Your hands can just be in your lap or however they feel most comfortable. If you have a meditative posture that you like to hold with, your hands in a certain position, any of those positions are fine here. And just letting everything slow down. So, with the slowing down of the breath, the heart rate, you might notice, begin to just slow down a little bit. And just noticing what's going on in the body. So, sensations in the body. Is there any tension in your body? Noticing if you're contracting in your shoulders or your neck or your belly or anywhere. Just noticing, and then, oftentimes just by noticing, the tension will dissolve. And then other times, even, we'll notice, and then the tension doesn't completely dissolve. And that's okay. It's not like we have to sit here and try to get something to change. But sometimes directing a breath right into the center of, a place of tension or a place that feels like it's contracted. And what I mean by directing the breath, it's like when you inhale, you're kind of visualizing that oxygen moving right into, let's say it's your left shoulder, right into the center of your left shoulder, right into that place of tension. And that can sometimes really relieve some of the tightness you feel or pressure that you feel. So, the intention here is not to try to get something to be different. We're not trying to get something to change. I'm not trying to get rid of my feeling of being stuck or depressed. It's actually quite the opposite. It's allowing everything to be as it is, allowing these sensations in the body, these emotions to be here. We're not fighting against anything, we're not pushing anything away. Noticing what your mind is like here. So, what kind of thoughts are coming in as we sit in meditation here? Getting getting closer to ourselves, getting more familiar with what goes on internally. Witnessing the thoughts that come in. And again, it's really not about getting rid of the thoughts. It's more about watching the thoughts, but not attaching to them, not identifying with them. Right? For example, if a thought came in that said, I'm I'm sad about this situation that I experienced in the past. Looking at that thought as an experience of sadness rather than I am the sadness. So hopefully that makes sense. And if it doesn't, it's okay. Just breathe with me here. Now we're going to do a little investigating here. So allow your awareness to move around your internal body. And if you're still experiencing any of that stuck energy, ask yourself where you're feeling that. How do I know I'm feeling stuck? How do I know I'm feeling off today? How do I know? Where's my proof? So see if you can locate that feeling in your body. So we are moving out of the mental plane, out of the mind, and into the body. So for me, oftentimes it might be in my high belly, in like the solar plexus area, or sometimes it's in the lower belly. At times I feel sensations of sadness or depression in the heart area. So see if you can find the location in your body that this energy is living. And I like to just kind of breathe with it, give it some space, maybe even ask it what it wants to say. And then I always like to ask it if it needs anything. Is there anything you need? Is there anything that would help nourish you? So just asking that question and getting silent and allowing the answer to come if it comes. And just to let you know, it doesn't always come. You don't always get the answer. Sometimes it's just crickets. Just be with that too. Be with the mystery if that's the case for you. Asking the question, is there anything you need? So oftentimes that can come in the form of, the latest one that came for me was, yeah, I need more water. And my body was trying to tell me that I needed to drink more water that day. Sometimes it might tell you, I just need a bath, or I need a nap, or I need space, or need a certain type of food or supplement. I need a walk in nature. I just need to be alone for a little while. There's so many ways we can nurture these parts of us that are asking for our attention. Just checking in with the body, just totally relaxing here. Feeling your body weight against the ground or the chair. Feeling the temperature of the air on your skin. Allowing yourself to really connect with your breath here. Give yourself permission not to plan anything. You have my permission to not have to plan anything. You just can tell yourself that. Giving yourself permission to not have to figure something out right now. We hear that phrase, just be. What does that even mean? The art of just being here now, in this moment, without trying to move to another moment, mentally or physically. Saying yes to this moment, no matter how it looks. Letting the breath carry you from this moment to the next moment. Just listening to any sounds that are around you. And if there's no sounds, just listening to the silence. There's nowhere to be, there's nothing to do. Just be here with yourself. Noticing where your attention is. See if you can return back to just feeling your breath, being your breath. Staying here in this moment with yourself. Just taking a few more nice deep breaths right here, just really opening up the heart space. So, even physically, you can just kind of lift your heart and roll the shoulders back just real gently. Take a big breath into that space. Acknowledging yourself for turning inward, right? It's so tempting to just race on to the next thing, to reach for the external fix. But just that acknowledgement for yourself here is really powerful. It's just like, thank you for giving me time, for tuning in to me, for turning inward, for paying attention to what's going on rather than ignoring or escaping, and truly meeting your own needs, right? So when you're ready, just gently, maybe moving a little bit, and then at some point, if you want to, you can open your eyes, but you don't have to. And then take this opportunity to follow through with the needs that your body may have communicated to you. So, like I said, we don't always get an answer in the moment that we want it. But if you did get an answer, follow through with that. Make that your main priority. And if you didn't get an answer in the moment, be open to that answer coming in a different way as you move throughout the rest of your day or evening. Knowing that you asked that question, what do you need, right? Knowing that you asked that question to yourself, the answer is there. So it might come in the form of somebody cooks you an amazing meal or gives you a gift or calls you or smiles at you, and you might recognize that was it. That was the thing that um, that is here to nurture me, to nurture that need. Okay, thank you for joining me, and take care of yourself and um, all the kind of cliche one-liners that someone says at the end of a meditation. Just kidding. I love you. Bye.